This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil.
Yo, what's up? We are now at Aarhus Hospital in Lørenskog, and it has happened. So let me tell you a story. You know, every story about the birth is always different. So on the 13th of May, 5 in the morning or at night, depending on how you defined it, wifey woke me up. We were sleeping in bed together, and she was like, hey, wake up, the water broke. I'm like, what? She's been joking about this before. And then I saw the bed. Whoa, the water broke. What? The water broke? What? But fortunately, we were prepared because the midwife went us through a course, so we know what's going to happen, what to expect, what we have to do, what kind of stuff we need to prepare. So we already prepared the birth bag with some extra clothes. With I brought the pillow here, you know, the bottle here, everything, also wifey, the baby clothes. So we have everything ready, but this was on the week 36, day 5. So it's actually defined as premature. Everything before 37 week is premature. So I called the hospital, explain, they ask for name and birth date, everything, and then they ask about, okay, so water broke, okay, do we have any contractions? No, not yet, okay, it's coming soon. And well, okay, we have to go to the emergency, akutten, right away, since this is premature. So then I prepare everything. Model 3 was charged about 50% in there, and then just off we go with wifey. And then, yeah, as for the seat, she moved the seat protection in the bed over to the car, so we didn't stain any white car seat there. And then over here at the hospital was a different section over there. We had the whole thing. Yeah, she started getting contractions early in the morning, and I was really surprised and impressed of how skilled some of the midwives over here are. They just really know what they're doing. And then there was just supposedly what I heard and saw was unbearable pain, the contractions. And then she wanted to get the epidural, and she got that, but before the doctor was ready, she had to wait for it, and then she started using the gas, and then the gas helped big time, but still the pain was just increasing. She said that it was the most painful thing ever that she has felt. She's gone through some painful stuff in the past at the hospital in Thailand, but it was never anything close to this. And then, yes, the doctor came to do the epidural, and turned out he's one of my followers, and yeah, a known guy, but okay. And then it was better, but then yeah, the epidural also has known to kind of slow down the whole birth process, but that was still fine. And I was surprised also how long we had to wait. We waited for hours, and then, you know, the midwife will go inside the thing, and then check for the opening, and the openings kept coming, kept increasing. It was like 3-4 centimeters, okay, 5-6 centimeters. And I think after being at the hospital in the evening, it was still just 9 centimeters. And then eventually, late in the evening, after being in the hospital for well over 12 hours, more like, yeah, really late, we had full opening, 10 centimeters. But we had some complications. We tried the pushing, and it wasn't enough. Seems like the opening wasn't enough, or something. Wife is a small Asian woman. So then really late, at around 9 in the evening, then the doctors decided to go for C-section. And we did all preparations, and it wasn't a sudden C-section, so I was able to also join in there. But as for filming, I didn't film too much. I wasn't sure what wanted to be filmed and so on. But yes, it was just fairly straightforward, a C-section. Wifey was, again, in lots of pain. She was shaking and everything, reacting and puking to the morphine. So I really felt sorry for her all that time. If there was a way for me to take some pain for her instead, I would do it. But I just sat there, couldn't do anything. But I tried to help as much as I could. And then the baby was born the same day, but at 9:57. And her name is Isabel. I have not mentioned this before. So Isabel was born, and her weight at birth was 2,755 grams, and she was 46 centimeters long. So she's been slowly growing now. But yeah, so normally if this is a normal birth, not premature, we can go to this hotel. But because it's premature, then it's a different story. And then we have to go to Barsel, I'm not sure what it's called. And we stayed here for now 3 days. This is actually the 4th day. So yes, doctors in and out all the time, testing, taking blood samples, taking temperature, and also checking wife and everything. So I've also been here a lot, pretty much all the time, but you know, I thought it would be kind of like chill time. I can sit here and edit some videos. No, it's just constant bam, 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 bam. Either it's you know, the baby needs some milk, and then wifey needs some food, wifey needs some sleep, and then they have to check the baby, and then they have to check the mother. It's like constant. The time just flies by. And I have to say, you know, before the water broke at 5 in the morning, my brain has been working like this for years. I would think about, oh, I'm going to borrow the Ampere E. I'm going to borrow the Fat Taycan. I'm going to have a meeting with, net meeting with Kempower. My brain was always constantly working about cars, thinking about the spreadsheet, about the data, about degradation tests. At that moment, when the bottle broke, I just cancel everything. During the day, I sent email. I cancel all the stuff. 1,000 kilometer challenge, Ampere E, whatever. No, gone. We postpone it, and it was just weird because suddenly my brain was not focused on cars at all. It was focused on being a dad, listening to the midwife, how to change diaper, how to look for signs. I also started reading about, well, I did also preparation this, but also just re-watching some of the stuff about how to look for the sign when the baby is hungry. And also wifey started to have to breast pump, and then in the beginning she didn't have too much milk, so there was also concern, you know, there's not enough milk, we have to take some milk substitute. But we tried to pump, and then also the baby needs to learn to suck, and it was all about that one. And then the achievement was when we got a little bit of milk and the baby started sucking. We were like, oh, hallelujah. And then, but we didn't know how much milk was coming out there. And then after some sucking, then I saw that when the baby was sleeping, I saw, oh, wait a minute. She's been sucking, and there is some white stuff around her mouth, which means that is dried milk from the mother. So, oh yes. Oh. But today, hopefully now, if everything goes planned, we're going to check out here. After 4 days, everything is okay now. The mother is fine. The baby is fine. You're going to see her soon. Just going to do a little explanation, because I think many parents want to know this, because every story is different. And yeah, everything is different, but I can say that the baby is fine. Isabel is fine, no problem there. So again, when I was just in there in the C-section with wifey, I had to hold a cup because she was puking, and I have to, you know, receive the puke and of course hold her hair and wipe her. And when I heard the cry from Isabel, I cried. I was so happy that she was okay, because I was so worried that there would be something, a defect or something, but it turns out that she was fine. Oh, and then these days it's just I had some videos I uploaded. Fortunately I prepared them, but then these days I've just been fully focused on the whole process of you know, breastfeeding and all that stuff. And now we're gonna go home soon. And here is Isabel. she'd been wrapped. I'm actually, it's kind of funny because the whole wrapping of the baby, they like to be wrapped. It turns out that I started doing it because wifey was mostly in bed and she was in the beginning a little bit not very mobile. And then I got a little better with wrapping than wifey, so she let me do the wrapper. So I'm the wrapper. But that's Isabel. We tried to figure out the face, who she looks like. And you know, we kept saying that the face looks like daddy. Yeah, looks like daddy. But there's got to be some wifey in here also. So, but it's too early to say. But it could be that that's wifey's mouth, and then maybe wifey's nose. But then the chin seems to be daddy's chin. And then she's been drinking milk. She's been sleeping a lot. Yeah, babies, they just sleep a lot. I'm going to show you guys from different angles. She is just so adorable. Baby Bjørn. So tiny. Yeah. Okay, let me see now. Every time I try to hug her, she will move that way. Yeah, just like wifey. Yeah, doesn't want to cuddle. Oh, she's so cute. Look at it. I'm disturbing her now. Little daddy. Who's your daddy? Look at that. Okay, I'll let her sleep. I guess you will see more from her. Huh? Does she look like me? Finally, it's time for us to leave. So, for this situation, I chose to use the Dona. So you guys have probably seen it before. So what is practical with Dona is that it, let me see, I have to fold it like this. Fold like this. And then, let me see if I remember all this. Yeah, so you have to do this and this. And you see, this becomes a car seat. But then when you take it out from the car, you just, well, I should do it like this, okay. Then you just press it, and then it folds to be a stroller. Then you have to fold this one. This is a bit clumsy, that way, the sunshade there. So you see, super practical for situations like this. But then, of course, for longer trips, I'll probably use the e-Priam. But okay, let's load the baby. All right, we're finally back home. So we have to go and buy some clothes, extra clothes, because it's kind of cold nowadays. But all right, I want to see the reaction when our dog Dolly sees Isabel for the first time. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. Dolly, ayan. Ayan. Ayan.
อย่าให้เลียปาก
กลัวที่ไหนเด็กเลยสั่นนี่สั่น
Alright, that's it. We're finally back home. So yes, now you guys gonna unsubscribe me. So it was nice that you follow me for such a long time. And then I guess I'll be a free man again in 18 years. So please come back in 18 years then. That's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.